Hi, in today's video I would like to showcase 4 different 5150 style amp sims. One is a paid one, the other 3 are free alternatives. So if you like chuggy breakdowns, stay tuned, you're in for a treat. So I'm using stems by a guy called Daniel Sanders. Let's jump right into a mix. I think they sound fantastic. Yeah, the song is called Whitewashed by August Bones Red, which is one of my favorite songs, so they're really well tracked, so I gotta give the guy credit. I'm going to link the resources in the description below, link to his Facebook post, so you can give him a shout out. Yeah, what am I using for guitars here? First of all, I'm using the Vadim Taranov Lead 5150, which is the simplest PV 5150 block ladder style. It just has a 3-band EQ and a stereo and mono switch. So I'm only showcasing plugins with stereo functionality. So sorry, ML apps, you still haven't done it in 2022. Followed by the TSE X50 version 1, which is the OG 5150 sim, and the Amplex Nalex, which you can load different text-based preamp simulations into. And the paid one is the Neural DSP Archetype Gojira, which is everything turned off except the amp. So I'm going to show you how the amps sound in a loop. I'm going to switch through all of them soloed. So yeah, they all sound different. Technically, the Archetype actually, Gojira is actually an EVH3 and not a block ladder. Yeah, but they're all gonna sound different anyway. I've set them up so they sound good in a mix. I didn't try to match them. I just gain matched and level matched them. That's it. Yeah, but all of them sound great to my ears, and especially in a full mix, which I'm going to show you next. It's gonna be hard to tell a difference. So yeah, let's go through a full mix, and I'm gonna switch through all of these amps again, starting with the Vadim Taranov. Yeah, so they all sound very similar. They sit very well in the mix, but I just like the high-end sizzle that the Lead 5150 has. It's the closest to a real amp, and yeah, putting a mic in front of it. So next up, I'm going to tell you the differences between free amp sims and a premium paid one. So the Archetype Gojira, what is a major selling point, of course, are presets. So artists spend their time setting up their sounds with the same tool sets you're having now. So yeah, that's a part of what you pay for. Of course, a nice UI. I wouldn't pay for that, but some people do. It's got a built-in gate, it's got a built-in tuner, it's got MIDI functionality, even though Reaper can learn anything, any control surface, so I wouldn't need it. It's got some nice effects built into it, a whammy, pitch shifter, octaver, different kinds of overdrive, phaser, chorus, an EQ, and delay and reverb, which really work well on guitar. But I'm still using Valhalla because it sounds massive to my ears. But I think the second selling point of these amps actually is the cabinet simulation that's built in, because you can change the angle and you can change the mics and the cabs, and it takes a lot of effort to capture these different settings. So I understand why these are premium features. But since I'm using a set of, well, my own favorite IRs, I really don't need those. So yeah, if you can use many different plugins instead, you actually don't need premium VSTs like this one. So I'm going to show you what kind of IRs I'm using here. I'm using the Emil SoundLab Kian IR, which he just released, and it's fantastic in a mix. But I blended in a Mesa 4x12, quite an old one, a free IR, and it just sounds nice. Yeah, I'm also using a Tube Screamer by Nembrini Audio, a compressor for the incoming signal. Yeah, and BX Solo for widening. But Reaper has this nice functionality where you can actually blend in every plugin in the chain. So this is set at 70% wet. So it's not 100% stereo width, but less. And it just separates the guitars from everything else. And a W1 limiter. That's it. Basically, that's my guitar chain here. For leads, I'm using a Banger by Vadim Tarnov. Yeah, and Valhalla Supermassive. So it sounds really nice on its own. Really dreamy. Let's check it out. Yeah, and what most people don't understand is guitar sounds, well, they don't have to work on its own. They have to work in a mix. And bass and drums are really important factors too. So this is how the bass sounds on its own. And it really has to work with drums as well. So bass and drums sound like this. Yeah, so what I can give you an advice on is use the Nembrini Audio NA Black on a bass, because the drive and filter, they really work well on bass. It's a rat pedal. I'm also using the BOD as a kind of preamp, and the Nalex bass, which is an amp pack, and I have an IR afterwards. And my mastering chain is fairly simple. It's TDR Nova. OTT, which upward downward compression is really important. I'll turn this off and show you how it sounds without it. And with it turned on. Yeah, sounds nice. Mojo, which I think is saturation. I still don't know what it does. It just sounds great. And Loud Max with an output of -1 dB, so I have some headroom in rendering MP3s. And Ulean Loudest meter telling me I'm roughly at -10 LUFS. Yeah, so basically that's it. If you have any questions regarding the plugins I've used, let me know. I'll try to link everything that I've used. Of course, Archetype Gojira, you will have to buy. Drums are actually GGT Architects. You'll have to buy them as well. But you can also use free drum samplers. So yeah, let's hear the last breakdown, just because it sounds nice.